In this lesson, we'll start to edit the deformations of the neck and head. Now we're going to run into something very interesting with the head rig. Let's go ahead and select the head control and start to move that around. Notice we're going to run into skewing. Now why is this happening? Well, that's simply because of the link that the neck bone has to our global control. Let's go ahead and check this out. If we were to select our global control, head over to our motion panel, and focus on the scale, we can see its values underneath the key info rollout. You can see that its values aren't set to 111 or 100%. If we were to go ahead and check out our neck bone, we can see that not even that is set to 100%. Now, prior to enveloping, we would have never have seen this coming. So here we're going to run into, or here we're going to have to do a little bit of troubleshooting to get this working. So if you run into issues like this, here's how you fix that. What we first want to do is create a selection set for all objects that have been linked to our global control. So we can link those right back once the global control has been cleaned up. Selecting the global control, we'll press page down, and that will select each object again that has been linked to it. Once that's done, we'll go ahead and create a selection set to quickly get back to these objects. So I'll create a new set, and we'll simply call this temp, because we're going to want to remove this afterwards. Okay, now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and unlink these objects. Okay, so from here, if we were to select our global control and start to move that around, okay, notice, of course, nothing's going to follow. Now, it's a matter of heading over to our hierarchy panel and setting the scale back to 100% by using reset. So underneath the adjust transform rollout, go ahead and choose reset scale. Heading back over to our motion panel, notice its values are now set to 100%. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to show you another way we can set our values to 100%. Let's go ahead and pick on the neck bone. Now I'll actually select the character and turn on X-ray. Going to the layer manager, I'll go ahead and freeze the character and select the neck bone. Alright, so notice, again, its values aren't totally set to 100. What we need to do is head over to our assigned controllers rollout. Underneath our FK subobject list, we'll grab the scale and apply a scale expression. By doing so, we actually reset our scale. Notice automatically this is set to 111. Closing this out, we can now reapply our Bezier scale. If we were to scroll down, notice it's now set to 100%. Okay, great. So from here, it's a matter of taking those objects that we unlinked and linking them right back to the global control. So we simply go back to our selection set from the drop-down list. We'll go ahead and choose our link tool and link right back to the global control. Okay, with that done, we're now going to want to take our objects that are our controllers. Okay, so that's going to be our arm controls, the IK arm controls, that is, our upper body control, the knee controls, and also the eye control. With all of those selected, we'll now freeze their transforms. So now what we get is the ability to control our global control yet again, have that driving everything. As we scale our global control down, everything's going to scale just fine. And also notice this. Going back to the neck, we no longer have that scaling problem. Okay, so again, if you run into skewing, check your hierarchy, and that's exactly how you can fix that issue. Okay, so now that that's done, what we're going to do is stop the lesson. In the next lesson, we'll get into blocking out the weights of the neck and the head.